Bob Rice is with us now. He is general managing partner at Tangent Capital. He founded and sold his 3D software firm in the 90s. He is now an angel investor right here in New York. Bob, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Can Google, Facebook, Yahoo, Netflix really help President Obama create jobs?
Well, boy, I wish I could say yes to that, but I have to say no, because, you know, the people who got laid off at GM are not going to be able to run over there and start working in Silicon Valley, unfortunately.
So there's a whole different employee pool that is needed then.
Right, it's an employee pool, and frankly, it's also we're miseducating our young people right now. They're graduating from college without the kind of technical backgrounds that these firms really desperately need. And you know, there's even a more fundamental point, which is simply the sheer number of people that are involved in these companies. I mean, Google serves, we'd like to brag, 650 million people around the world, but it only employs 1,800 people. Yesterday, the jobless number popped by 25,000, so that puts it in perspective for you.
Yeah, I know you've pointed out the stat in the past too, Bob. The Google worldwide has fewer than 10% of an old Ford Motor factory, so just highlights this entrepreneurial economy versus a manufacturing economy. But on a slightly more positive note, I mean, the president's visit does show what the U.S. economy has to offer, right? This spirit of entrepreneurialism, this idea of innovation, all the things that are possible here, right?
You know, this is exciting. This is what's exciting. This is what this country has to offer, and that's right. I believe we really are on the verge of the great entrepreneurial decade. The tools are in place, our infrastructure is in place so that people can get going on their own and start doing really interesting things, creating economic activity, and that's clearly the future. The future is not going to be in these old-line supergiant employers who would give you, 30 years, 2 weeks of vacation and great health benefits. Those days are over, unfortunately.
So those days are over, but President Obama still obviously wants to create job growth, Bob. I mean, even from a political imperative, he wants to increase export growth. I'm sure the execs had a to-do list, though, from their side of the table. What do you think it was? I mean, I guess lower corporate taxes is one no-brainer we can guess at.
Well, you know what? I'm not a big believer that the tech industry isn't really pushing for lower taxes so much. Unfortunately, the one real hot-button issue that they really do have relates back to our first point here. The big issue for them is they need these super talented people to stay vibrant, and unfortunately, where they feel like they have to go is to the foreign pool of students who are coming out of our schools now. So they're all pushing to expand the H-1B visa program, to retain these talented foreign workers, because we don't have them here. And that's the great irony. Obama's over there pushing for new jobs. Those people all have open recs right now. They have open positions. They can't fill them.
They have open positions. They just need to fill them with people who, I'm assuming, Bob, just in a yes or no question, are stronger at mathematics, for example.
Precisely.
All right. Bob Rice, the final word there. Bob Rice, managing partner at Tangent Capital Partners.